Nangamalari. Aunty Munya, a very sensitive question today. It's for someone that works with terminally ill Aboriginal cancer patients or Aboriginal people with cancer. They're wondering if there's culturally appropriate language they should use or things that they should do.
Well, for Aboriginal people, death is part of life's journey, so it's not something that shouldn't be talked about, but it's about being aware, culturally aware of the different issues that surround death. So, for instance, things like or death and dying, about family and kinship and family members and who's going to be present during the stages where it's really apparent that someone is going to be passing. Our mob will travel miles to attend to sorry business. So if you're in a hospital room, there's going to be a big mob of people there. So you need to ensure that there's a large enough room to house everybody because that'll provide support to the family. But it's all of those things of just being culturally aware, being aware of Indigenous culture. That's why we run our cultural awareness training, to be aware of things like, for instance, traditional medicines, traditional healing, to be open to that, to including that within a Western medical model, because that'll give Indigenous people comfort. They'll be comforted by the fact that there's a recognition that spirituality plays a part in illness and well-being and sickness and all of that. And so that they'll feel very comfortable that there's a traditional healer perhaps called to come in and to do engage, to administer bush medicine, if you like, alongside Western medicine. That'll make them very comfortable with it. But the main thing is to use simple words, simple English words. Forget the medical jargon. That's not going to go down too well. Try to use graphs and drawings as much as possible. People are very visual, and so they like to see what's perhaps happening inside their bodies through the use of graphs and images like that. That's going to help as well.
And I think in terms of communication, it's possible that you'll be speaking with an extended family, and in fact in some, like I know in some Torres Strait Islander communities, they have specific people that can talk to be the spokesperson. So you may be speaking to a lot more people, and also for some people with that strong connection to country and that they might want to return back home, to be on country, to be with family.
Yeah.
I think, and also you be mindful of the reasons for people's being unwilling to sort of engage with the medical system. And for white people like me, the hospitals can often be a place to go and get healed, where it can be the opposite for
it's
Aboriginal
often
people.
Seen as a place where you go to die, Carla, so that, you just be aware of that.
Yeah, so in terms of so I think there's a lot of general guidelines, and if you were working deeply, we'd strongly recommend our accredited ally course to go deeper in each of those cultural competencies that you need to apply. But there's probably not necessarily things specific to cancer, would you say, Aunty Munya, compared to any other sort of terminal illness? I wouldn't think.
No, I wouldn't have thought so. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, and for the amazing work that you're doing in the area as well. Ridicule.
Go well.